James, you look ready first. You didn't come here, I bet, expecting to lead 24-0. So talk us through the start.
Well, we came here to do a job, and we did that. We've had a big emphasis on fast starts for the last few weeks, and it's good to get one. I can't really say sort of too much more. It was just clinical performance by a tight five, and I thought a few guys on the back line, Hamish Stewart and Bryce Hegarty, were huge for us tonight.
Going up the first, I guess, for those first couple of tries, I mean, the intercept and also, up the set piece, was it better than you could have hoped for?
Yeah, well, I think the Rebels try to adapt their game. They try to play wide on us, and the guys were ready for it. We had great line speed, good spacing, good communication in D, and we put, I guess, pressure on them from the other side of the ball. So it was good for us because we had a real emphasis on defence, and I think we produced there.
Did having that week away mean that you had more time than ever to prepare for this game? Because you looked like you knew what they were going to do before they even did.
I think, well, Brad said it probably this week to our group. When you're on tour, you have more time to sort of connect with each other, more time to talk rugby, and really, as unit groups and mini groups, you can sort of come together and really connect on different parts of the game. So we have definitely analysed what they were going to bring. But even saying that, rugby's a simple game. As long as you do the basics well, we know their structure and how they set up. But then it's just about how well you execute. But I felt tonight, we came up with a job to do, and guys are excited to get home now.
Brad, is there anything that you can take from having your week away together that you might, I don't know, maybe have another team dinner or something during the week when you get back? Is there anything that you learn?
Yeah, we generally do good stuff around that. We are a very tight group. But usually with the old format, you're in South Africa. There was a couple of weeks there. Back in the day, it was like 3 weeks in South Africa. You were sick of each other by the end of it. But it was actually a time in the season what you knew was going to be a good time because it really bonded the guys tight together. So to have this with AU, Super Rugby AU, you haven't had those opportunities. So to have this week, which at first you could have seen as a negative, actually probably just adapting and having a positive mindset became real positive for us, I think. And the guys turned up, and I think James nailed it. They said just did the job. We came in, got the job done, and it's pleasing.
Brad, you had some close scrapes in the early rounds, and now this is the second week in a row with a margin. So do you feel like the season's unfolding as you'd hope?
It's pretty positive. Probably. I know that we've got points in us. This team has points in it, so it's not. I know we've got points in us. It's just, I guess, the other side of that on our defensive side. We talked about that tonight, and the guys put the work in. They put pressure on with our D, with our line speed, and around the breakdown, and there was some good pay there, and so. I know the team has points in us as long as we value and treasure the ball and do all those little things that add up to getting those points. We've got the talent there, the structures, as James said. But that defence side of the game, really important. And the more pressure comes on, the bigger the games, it's even more and more important.
And you want to talk us through some of the younger guys? So you had a young lot tonight, a couple of young props on the bench, young halfback come on. So are you happy with
there's
the way
a few young
guys are developing?
There's a few young guys in our team in general.
Well,
it has been for a while, but I know what you're saying, mate. Like Kalani was pleasing. He's been pleasing when he's come on. Really immaculate pass, instinctive, strongly built sort of guy. Ryan Smith, as you said, second start, and he just gave me a challenge tonight around work rate. Make that your mark tonight, and I thought he did that, and he kept turning up. And you got Angus Blythe there, looking for an opportunity. So young Zane Nongor came on, and he's just growing. Really, you see guys have little strides forward, and our scrummaging at training is generally the guys say it's the toughest because it gets personal, and there's some good scrummagers there. Imagine scrumming against 10 yellow every week, and these different guys. So he's benefited from that, and we put a lot of effort into those areas. So yeah, to see there's 3 guys, Josh Fluke, different guys come on, just doing the job. And when you're getting to a better space, that's what you need. You need guys to come on and they do a job, their job that they're required to do inside the team, and so that's promising.
Matt Miller said how your team can play different styles of rugby and sort of play a different game than you did when you met them last time. Does that give you a lot of confidence for whoever that you take on that you can adjust accordingly?
Well, I think that's the growth in our group is we've got probably 3 or 4 different attack structures which we can now call and recall on the go. Literally, we get to a sideline and the guys are so receptive. I think that's probably the biggest growth in our team. Obviously, I was very happy with the defence tonight, but the guys can just move. Our tidies are just very intelligent, and they've worked really hard at that. And I think that's probably been probably the best thing about being away is, like I said, those little mini group chats. For me, playing 10, it's a pleasure because I can literally scan what's in front, call it, and within a split second I've got the exact setup I want to be able to play wide or come back to short side or attack through tight. So for us it's just it was a huge growth from last year, and I feel like we're just slowly just building and building and building.
You've got the Brumbies next week, which may, I guess, decide who has the home final, if that would be a big plus, I'm imagining.
Yeah, well, we love playing at Suncorp. We love being at home in front of our fans. It's a big one, that's for sure. And we'll be ready for it.
Do you talk at all about going through the season unbeaten?
No, it's not a...
Tonight was a pleasing thing. Tonight was just our turnover rate. We pretty much halved. It was down around 9 or 8. We're like 19-20 last week, and we've had a lot of errors in us. So you talk about how we're going in this season. Generally, we've known there's lots of positives, but we haven't been happy with stuff. So it doesn't feel like it's not really the focus on that. It's sort of this team. We know we realise there's really real good potential, and we're trying to reach to that. And tonight was a far better performance. And we've got last year's grand final winners, coming up, and there'll be another tough assignment again. So it's always tough ones with them. So we got to. It's good that we got this, and then we build again.
Have you had any communication about what might happen if the Trans-Tasman competition doesn't go ahead? Like, I've heard that there's a possibility you might play another whole round of this. So does that mean that even though you're on top at the end of the regular competition, it just ticks over again?
Possibly, yeah. For me, I sort of said, a couple of weeks ago, it needs to happen, and make it happen, I just think if it doesn't happen, you've got 2 years then, 2 years where we haven't played the New Zealanders, and I think we need to play them. This comp needs to play them, and I think it's good that they play us. But I just think I still say let's make that happen. Obviously, we're focused on the here and now and whatever, but it's just good for rugby, and I just think that would be a positive thing to happen.
Yeah.
James, you talked about getting back to Suncorp next week, but this is a ground where you played a lot of rugby in the past. So what was that like tonight, coming back here and playing well at this ground?
Yeah, it's been an interesting 2 days for me. A lot of reflection. I actually get my own room now. I'm Skip, so a lot of alone time, just pondering. Even just I guess my journey when I was in Melbourne. A lot of good memories and a lot of things I wanted to rectify. But tonight I definitely felt the nerves. I could feel them building from the morning. I can always tell the more nervous I get, the more energy that it's building, and the bigger performance I'm getting ready for. But yeah, look, tonight it was just. I just wanted to go out there and just deliver to my teammates and just get us on the front foot. And I felt, we produced that.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Hopefully.